It is so hot up in here. And like my booty hole is on fire right now because that coffee went straight through me. Oh my god.
There. Did you guys hear that? I'm scared. I don't know what was that, guys.
Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your fave. And before we get into this video and all the intro stuff, if you want details of this look, head on to my Instagram, MUA Andrew Rose, because that's where I'll be putting all like my tutorials and stuff like that. If you want to see this really cute, easy, like everyday glam type stuff. I know the lashes are a lot. I know they, but leave me alone. The longer the lash, the cuter the bitch. Just that I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Okay? It came from it's above me now.
It's above me now.
Okay. Baby Jesus made it up. It came from Baby Jesus. So, and if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about y'all's favorite problematic brand, Miss Anastasia Beverly Merrill and Hills, in today's video for my first video back on YouTube. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, aren't you? Isn't this like a beauty channel? Why are you doing commentary videos? And the thing is, I've been gone from YouTube or like making YouTube videos. Also, side note, if you guys see me sweating, it's like mad hot right now. One, it's mad hot. It's like 89 degrees outside. Two, I have a sweatshirt on. Why? I don't know. Mind your business. And three, I was just outside driving around Ithaca. If you don't know, I'm from upstate New York. I was just driving around Ithaca for the past like 2 hours, going in and out of stores looking for a kayak, and they're all sold out. So, and I've had my makeup on since I filmed like my tutorial. So if I look a little crazy, I mean, it is what it is. But I've seen a lot of stuff that go on in the industry that I kind of want to talk about. And today, this is going to be like, I don't know if I'm going to do a series like this and talk about every brand, but this is just like Miss Anastasia, if you're watching, or Norvina, if you're watching look into my Negro eyes. If you're watching this and you're part of the ABH team, or you know someone part of the ABH team, for this time it's Anastasia and Norvina, because we gonna get down to business. I just wanted to sit down and just kind of give my thoughts. Norvina, I am here to give you guys the proper tools, okay, to become that bitch again, okay? But no, so my thing is this. So the first thing, I'm gonna need you, Anastasia, you, Norvina, whoever is like, who has the connections, or just like everyone watching. I mean, they need to, listen, they need to get rid of all that old, ugly, I don't want to say ugly, they need to get rid of all that old packaging from years ago. When I'm talking, I'll try to put like pictures up here. I don't know how to do that yet, so if they don't pop up, my bad. But if you know what I'm talking, so like the bronzer packaging, that kind of like old school Anastasia packaging, stuff that was like their staple, something that you can identify years ago, 5 years ago. You can see that packaging and be like, that's Anastasia. I'm gonna need them to get rid of that, sell all that stuff, sell it all to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Nordstrom Racks, sell it, give it to the people in Cuba, do something, get rid of all that, get rid of all your products that have the old packaging. Because as a consumer, as someone who's a consumer, I mean, I guess you can call me like an influencer or whatever, but also I'm also a consumer because I buy like 90% of my collection is stuff that I buy with my own money, so don't you ever get it twisted. But as also a consumer, I feel like the brand is having like an identity crisis. And they need to reel it back in and go back to their roots, or really take the step forward to become a new brand, like have a rebirth, if you know what I'm saying. Because they still have the packaging from years ago that's very, I don't want to say gaudy, but it's very like, I live in Beverly Hills. It's very posh. It's a very tea time, like let's go to the Ritz-Carlton and have high tea type vibes, which is fine. But then when you look at any of the releases, and I'm just strictly talking about Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm not talking about the Norvina sub-brand, which we can get into that later. But from, I want to say 2019 I guess. So from late 2018 to now, all their products look completely different from the staples of the brand, if you know what I'm saying. So you see, so an example would be like the bronzer packaging. That's very like tea time at the Ritz-Carlton. But then you look at like the mascara packaging and it looks like something from a whole different brand. Or you look at the, don't they have an eyeliner, or is it the eyeliner part of the Norvina brand? Let me reel it back in. So the packaging from, and I'm looking at my computer right now. So the packaging from like, so they still have the same packaging from like products from years ago, like the blush trios, which they need to get rid of. Anastasia Norvina, if you're watching this, get rid of those dusty ass blush trios. We gonna get to that later, but them blushes are trash. I'm not on the ABHPR list. I never was. I wasn't good enough. But it's fine. But look, I've seen them in Ulta before they were kicked into TJ Maxx and Marshalls and all that stuff. And I've seen them there too, and they're not that good. But we're just solely talking about the packaging right now. That packaging is very... So the packaging of like the blush trios and the bronzers is very high tea at the Ritz-Carlton, right? You see what I'm putting down. I feel like the brand is being pulled in so many different directions, and they don't, to me, it does, from someone that's on the outside looking in, it doesn't seem like they have like a clear, concise like identity. Like they still have liquid lipsticks. Like the bottle of the liquid lipstick, the packaging, the unicorn, whatever it's called, it's very high tea at the Ritz-Carlton. What I want Anastasia to do is get rid of all the old products. When I say all the old products, get rid of the bronzers, just sell them off to TJ Maxx, ship them off to Cuba, or give them to Switzerland, who knows, just get rid of them. No, I don't see anyone talking about the bronzers. One, because they're, I don't want to say trash, but like they don't go deep enough, but we're not going to get into that because there's a whole thing about. So just get rid of them. Get rid of all the old packaging. Get rid of the blush trios, for God's sakes. Ain't no one using them shits. Like, I've never seen anyone in probably like 3 years ever talk about those blushes. Because, like, they're really powdery. The formula is really not that great. And then again, the packaging is just very brunch at the Ritz-Carlton, which is not a bad thing. But I feel like the brand is evolving so much that the brunch at the Ritz-Carlton vibe is like not... It's just not working anymore. Moving forward, again, we're just talking about the Anastasia brand. Moving forward, if they take this advice and get rid of all that old shit, all that old packaging, I want them to come out, they need to come out, not with stuff that's innovative, but they need to come out with those same products, but with better, newer, fresher packaging, and a better formula. So hear me out. Anastasia before, back in the day, she was, let's have tea at the Ritz-Carlton today, babes. And this new Anastasia is like, okay, look, I'm a CEO. Let's get this bread type stuff. They need to do something. It's very, no one is buying them dusty ass blush trios for $30. From Anastasia. I'm telling you, there ain't no way. No one talks about them. There's a reason why there's 50 of them right now sitting at my TJ Maxx. Like, you know, just get rid of all that. Come out with single blushes. I'm a little biased. I like a nice, cute little luminous blush type moment, but we ain't got to do all that. We just come out with nice, revamp the formula, and come out with nice single blushes. Just something that's just real nice for the cheeks. Something for the girls. I need Norvina. I'm not saying she needs to be fired, but she just needs to take a step back, which she has been doing, which I've noticed. But maybe put someone else in charge of that kind of... Because I feel like since it is... I want to say... It's like they still have like a majority in like the brand, and it's still very close to... And there's a lot of personal like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's her mom's business. I'm the CEO. There's a lot of personal feelings into this. But I feel like in order for the brand to succeed further on, either diminish Norvina's role or bring in someone else from the outside, because she's not doing the brand any good right now. Okay. Now let's talk about the Norvina brand. That's a whole different little... but we gonna get into it. Okay, so with the Norvina brand, my problem with the Norvina brand, and it's not... I wasn't a marketing major. I wasn't a business... I mean, I was a business major for like 2 seconds in college. But then I found out I hated math. Well, I always knew I hated math. But you know what I mean. I was like, okay, maybe not. But again, from an outsider's perspective, that whole sub-brand launch thing could have been done so much better. And where they fucked up for me, where they messed up for me, is like they didn't differentiate enough between Anastasia Beverly Hills and Norvina. Like, we can clearly see with our eyes that Norvina is a whole like different like subsection of the brand, but it was just really messy how the rollout was just messy. They really should have been proactive in making it known that Norvina, the brand within Anastasia Beverly Hills, is for like the hipster. They go to like a private liberal arts college. Hey, that's what I did. They're alternative. That's the vibe I get from the Norvina brand. Someone who's like into color. They're very punchy. They're like outside the box. They're, you know, which I love. I love that. And the Anastasia, again, is very, let's go have tea at the Ritz-Carlton. And I don't think they did a good job of differentiating the two brands. It was just kind of like, oh, here's like the Norvina brand. I feel but I don't know. It was just so messy. And the thing is, if I, as a consumer, and also an influencer, can see that, I don't know how else. I mean, if I could see it, I feel like other people could probably see it too, but I'm also like, I don't say at an advantage point because of like my proximity of the beauty community. Like, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. Like, all 5 of you guys that are watching, thank you, I love you. But again, I'm still like, I still see stuff that's going on. So it's like, it just could have been done so much better, because I feel like if they would have done that, made sure there was like a distinction between having tea at the Ritz-Carlton and then going to smoke weed after lunch type vibes. If there's a distinction, I feel like that would have also helped save the brand in the long run. But right now, who's buying Anastasia right now? I haven't seen who. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about that brand, because they really just be kind of dropping the bag a lot. And you can't be doing that in 2020. Like, where's your PR team? Like, they were one of the biggest brands out there. They were that girl. Like, Anastasia really was that girl. But then Fenty came, and then Fenty became that girl. But Anastasia was still very respected in like the makeup world. I'm talking about the brand. And it's crazy to see how literally like in this time last year I was in Germany. How literally like a year, and it's crazy how like a year and some change, how much has shifted. Because at this time last year where I'm filming this video, August 9th, 2020, this time last year, Anastasia was on a high. The Jackie Aina palette just launched, or may have just launched, or was about to launch. Yeah, because I think her birthday's on the 10th. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. But I don't know her like that. She don't know me like that either. But like, she's a Leo. That's all I need to know. Yeah. But like, they were on a high. The Jackie Aina palette was about to launch, or just launched, or whatever. And then it kind of just went south from there. Like, it. And now here we are. Here I am making my first video, a Dear Anastasia Beverly Hills video. So maybe they are doing something right, because people are talking about them, even though it's not in the greatest of light. But I mean, here I am talking about them for my first video, because I've filmed 4 other like intro videos which I didn't like. And I was like, it was just very cookie cutter, very like, my favorite kind of makeup is luminous blushes. Like, no, I want to, even though this channel is going to be about makeup, obviously, but I still want to talk about like brands and makeup releases and my favorites this, my favorites. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but yeah, this is the end of this video. I don't want it to be too long for my very first video because I want people to keep coming back, because guess what? YouTube is a bitch. Like, I have to have 1,000 subscribers, which we're gonna get there one day, and then also I think 3,000 like video total watched hours or minutes. I don't know, but we can only go up from here. So I just want to say again, this eye look should already be up on Instagram if you want to see how I got it. It's really cute. I love it. And stay tuned for more videos. I think I have an upload schedule. I want to post on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Fridays being Complexion Fridays. And you guys are in for a treat for my first Complexion Fridays. Let me tell you something. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, because I will love it. And I might cry. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you for watching my channel. And